Have you ever noticed that the best players in the world have a ritual before they serve? And have you wondered if it actually helps them serve better? Not only does it help them get in the right mindset, but to actually develop a rhythm and a flow to it. Well, John Craig is here with me today. By the way, my name is Jeff Salzenstein. John Craig's with us today, and he has got a very unique approach to the ritual and how it can actually build your serve foundation.
Yeah, Jeff, and I think that we always see players start with a routine and a ritual, and oftentimes in advanced levels, the players are thinking more about tactics and how they're gonna play the point and get focused. But in the earlier stages of your tennis development, the ritual actually has a lot of really valuable skills in it. And I'm going to show you what those skills are all about and how the ritual itself actually helps you build the skills that are going to really help you serve well.
That's awesome. Well, let's get started. Dig in and show us what you got.
Okay. So when I come up to the line to start my serve, I come up and I like to have the racket and the ball more in my non-dominant hand because I don't want to come up holding. I want my playing hand to be soft and supple. So I come up, and the first thing I do is I get my feet set up, and then I find my grip, nice and comfortable, and I just kind of relax on the back foot. And then I'm going to go into a routine where I'm going to let the hands separate, let the ball go, and then I'm going to transfer the weight. And my heel's in the air. And then I'm going to reset my hands, and I'll go into my serve. So what's really happening there is I have a little guideline that when the ball's in my hand, my heel's down. And then once the ball exits the hand, the heel rises. Ball in hand, heel down. Ball out of the hand, heel rises. Boy, I'm building a bit of a rhythm here, aren't I? And then you'll also notice that my right shoulder, right arm is going back and counterbalancing. So I'm actually engaging this shoulder in a way that's going to start to enter into the serve when I begin the serve itself as well. The other thing that's really happening here is I'm releasing the ball on approximately a 45-degree angle. And I'm practicing the skill of getting the ball to come back to my hand. So I'm really working on a skill with a non-dominant hand, which is critical to placing the ball. And the release point here is going to be close to a 45 as well. So you've really got a lot of little things that are going on here that are really going to help you serve a lot.
Yeah, and as I was listening to you, John, what I love about this is this connection to the body. I'm all about teaching rhythm, tempo, and timing, and you have just drilled into it with the rhythm. Honestly, I've never heard this before, how you can develop a ritual that has rhythm, but it makes so much sense on how you're shifting the weight back and forth and how the upper body and the lower body are connected.
Yeah, and actually the weight transfer of the ritual feeds right into the serve. So again, the guideline, back foot, heels down because the ball's in the hand, heel rises, heel goes down, heel rises. See that? So once the ball exits the hand, the heel rises and I just settle into my neutral balance.
And that, I was going to say that takes all of the thinking out of it, and it also takes bad habits out of it. You see a lot of players, they bend their knees and they move their racket at all these funky times, but you have a very methodical, systematic approach, but it actually makes sense on how the body should work naturally.
Yeah. And I think when we see recreational players, they're struggling and fighting to figure out how to get into a rhythm to get the ball up. So we see all kinds of different things from this and that and all these things. But if you just get the rhythm of the ritual and you practice it, and what I like to do is I like to go from one to the other. So when I go like this, another thing's great about this. When I go like this, can you tell whether I'm going to go into the serve right now or I'm going to go back to a ritual? So just flowing from ritual to ritual gives me the feel for how my arms separate. It's also helped my tempo. It helps everything. So it's very, very useful.
Right, so in those big moments, if you've been struggling with your serve and you're not serving clutch, I would try out the ritual and I'd get this totally locked in so that it feels good to you. So if you have comments or questions about this ritual or anything else about building your serve foundation, John and I want to help. Go ahead and leave a comment or question below. We'll make sure that we get back to you. We're here for you to help you build your serve foundation. John, obviously, he knows the serve. He is the serve builder. That's what we're calling him, the serve builder. And I'm honored to have him making content for Tennis Evolution. And if you enjoyed this lesson, make sure you give us a thumbs up, smash that thumbs up button, turn the notifications button on, and make sure you subscribe to the channel because we want to notify you when we release the latest video content at Tennis Evolution. And by the way, we also want to help you continue to build your serve. And John has a free serve video series. This lesson could actually be part of that free series, but there's many more that we want you to see. go ahead and click the link below or somewhere in this video, and you're going to get the serve video series that's going to help you build your serve foundation. We appreciate you taking the time to join us today. We'll see you at the next lesson.